Docs, which is kind of a Microsoft Office replacement or parallel, depending on how you do it. Google Sites, which is kind of creating websites, and then a few other things that go with it, groups, and I'll kind of show you something on groups towards the end. The first one I want to show you is Google Docs. This is kind of where I got my start in the Google Apps world. Google Docs has a Word replacement, which they call just documents. They have a Excel replacement, which is spreadsheet, and then a PowerPoint replacement, which is Google presentation. The first one that I've created here is an actual presentation, and I can just go through and create slides. I can run this in a full screen browser and be able to present that just like it's a PowerPoint. What I like about this is I can actually send this link out, and I can start this presentation, and other people can participate without being in the same room. So they can participate in that presentation and follow along as I'm presenting this slideshow. So we only have one slide here. Let me escape out of that. You can see along the side, similar to PowerPoint, does a lot of the same things. If you go to Format, you can change the theme for it. So they've got some built-in themes that are pretty cool. Just like PowerPoint. There's some more things that maybe you can't do with PowerPoint under the sharing. Pretty much any Google Doc has the sharing feature, where if I can share this with anybody that has a Google account, and then I can give them permission to edit. I can give them permission to just view that. And as they're editing, I'm going to show you a really cool thing here in just a second, that all the editing is live. So I can see other people editing as I'm editing. It'll have a different font color based on what that person is doing. So let's do that right now. I'm going to create a new document. And I'm going to call this document after it loads. And you'll on Internet Explorer, it says your browser does not support all the features. Chrome really is the best to use for Google Docs just because it's Google's browser. Firefox works great too. For some reason, it always balks in Internet Explorer. So, Google Apps in the classroom. So, does anybody have a Google account that they can log into right now, and we'll do some sharing? Sure. Give me what's yours?
AdCoppel, AdCopple.
Okay.
Ellie, switch to Ellie. @gmail.com.
I'm going to give you editing privileges for that. Okay, and share. Anybody else?
ACRISOSTOSMO75. Yes.
And one more. I'll get both of you. As soon as it shares it. I have to close it.
Do you have the
There it goes.
I want to see if you can catch it. I wonder if there's a project based on it I'm hacking.
So basically, when this loads, the people that I've shared it with, if you will log in, you'll have access to this document in your Google Docs. And if you'll click on it, if you've done this before, you know what we're about to do, is we'll be able to see all of these people adding stuff to this document if you're ever kind of reloading your phone. While I'm waiting on that to load, I'll show you the calendar just real fast. What we've done since we used eChalk for our website and our documents, or for our email on our website, that with all the budget cuts, that's one of the things we've dropped. We've saved about $10,000 a year by cutting that out. Since Google provides 7 gigabytes free of email, that's been a shared it with her and put it on the Learning Lab website. So she's a Learning Lab teacher, or one of them. She can go and add stuff to that calendar that's embedded on our website, and I'll show you what that looks like. Get it to load here. And it doesn't seem to be
So
doing what it's supposed to.
you can make a calendar for the month.
But that calendar is embedded on the website, so when parents go to the website, it pulls up that calendar live. So if Ms. Prandtl adds things to that calendar, a parent is going to be able to reload that calendar instantly. There's no delay. The teacher doesn't know how to, they don't have to log in to another website to be able to add stuff to that calendar. All they have to do is go into their Google Mail and click on calendar at the top, and they can add stuff to that calendar. Let's just see what that looks like. So you can see here that I have several calendars I have access to. When I click on it on the date, it says, where do you want to put this calendar? What is this event? Now, by default, it's an all-day event, and then if you want to change it to a timed event, you can click Edit Event Details, and it will show you, some more options for that. You can include several people on that, that event. Like our first grade, we have 4 first grade teachers in our district. They all share the first grade calendar for their homework. So they have pretty much the same homework every week, or spelling words, and I'll show you the spelling words. They all can collaborate on that and add stuff all to that calendar. The parents can then subscribe to that calendar, and it's instantly updated to them. Is anybody else having trouble with the internet? No? Yes.
Are you on PIS DBS?
I am. Let's see.
No, he's on NOR.
Connect to that one. I don't know how I got connected to that one.
Yeah, it's very restricted.
Is it? Okay.
But if parents already have access to that ISD load, we change it.
As you can see, this is the Edit Event Details screen of that calendar item. By default, it's an all-day. If you have the month view on your calendar, then I can change it to where if I want to schedule out that time of the day. So our teachers in our district are required to post their lesson plans online. We're not switching over the lesson plans from ECHOC until this summer. But what we're going to do is we'll have a calendar set up for each teacher for the different subjects they teach, and they can just post that on the calendar. The principals can then go and subscribe to that calendar, and they'll be able to see the lessons that those teachers have posted. I think it's going to be a great way to kind of integrate that into the way the lesson plans, they don't have to have a separate login to be able to do that.
Can you hyperlink your calendar, lesson such and such to a Google Doc so that if you click on that on the calendar, it goes straight to the Google Doc where the...
Sure can. Yep, because right in this event, I can add an attachment. Again, the internet is not all I have to switch to my laptop. On that attachment, it would say attach a Google Doc, and then it'll show all of your Google Docs listed in your Google Docs as you're logged in. So yeah, that's what we've told our teachers is that if you've created a Google some people have already added, hello everyone, what's up? That resolution is. And if somebody else will go in there and type, I'm going to try to change that resolution where it's not so huge. We had an ag class at our school that every student had a account created with our Google Apps. The ag teacher had his students log into their Google account, create one document, and they did a 20-page research paper in a class period. All the students were collaborating on that research paper and adding to it, and the teacher was amazed that they were able to edit and do everything they needed to do just right there on the fly.
So if I understand what you're talking about, if you say we're forced out of the current district where it has all of these wonderful technology things already in the district, and you get stuck at a district that is a smaller district, not quite as technology strong, this is still an area in which you can stay technology strong without the district's.
Yes, because you don't have to switch full-fledged to the Gmail, to the everything. You can sign up for a Gmail account and do all of this stuff without having the school sign up for the EDU account. The EDU has a few more advantages that go along with it, but really you don't have to have that. All of these features are available to anyone.
As long as you give rights, right?
Yes.
So if I just have a regular Gmail account and it's not connected to my school, I still can see your stuff that is connected to your school, assuming that you gave public rights.
Yeah, because in the EDU domain administrator thing, it says you allow your teachers to share outside of your domain, which we do. So, because some of our students have, their own Gmail accounts
Right.
that they can use. So, and that's if your school allows Gmail access, then you have your students sign up for a Gmail account. So, and that was one thing we've learned is, we gave all of our students e-chalk emails, and nobody was using it. And I don't know what it is particularly about our kids, but a lot of them aren't using email. And we don't know why. It's a lot of it's Facebook and something. That's their big thing. I asked them, why don't you use email? Well, this is too slow. So we've tried to come up with ways to use it more in our classrooms, and I really think Google Docs is a way to do it. And you can see there's a person there typing as we go. Go down a little bit here. So you can have hundreds of people working on this document all at the same time. And you can even see right here on the side who is currently looking at and working on that document. We've got these two people and then and one other looking at this document. I can chat with them. And then they'll get, we can do some internal chatting based on this document. So we don't have to be on the phone. If we want to just casually work on this document. One of the ways that my network administrator and I use it is we have a to-do list set up in a spreadsheet. So as our technology tickets come in, we add those to the to-do list. And then I can see all the